Yo, what's up guys? King Chris here, and today I'm bringing you a weapons guide on the AR-15. Now, I just wanted to give you guys a big shout out for all the love and support you showed me on my last couple videos. I asked you guys to help me smash out 100 likes on those videos, and you guys did more than that. A couple of those videos are approaching 200 likes, so I just wanted to say thank you for all the support, and if you guys could, let's smash out 100 likes again on this video, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get into this. So the AR-15 is a semi-automatic assault rifle in H1Z1. Unlike the AK-47 that's fully automatic, this one only has a single shot. It uses the 223 round, and as of the update today, the 223 and the AK-47's 7.62 rounds look different. So when you're looting bags now, you'll be able to tell the difference between the 223 round and the 7.62 round. It holds 30 rounds. It does 25 damage per shot, and you can fire this thing really fast, nearly as fast. I'll actually have to do a stopwatch test, but nearly as fast as the AK. Some people said that they feel like it's faster, so that'll be a sweet video to put out for you guys. So in this guide, I'm going to cover just the shooting, the accuracy, the way the recoil feels. We're going to get some real tests on some target dummies, so if you guys wait and watch the whole video, you'll see those tests on the target dummy, and we'll be able to see how the recoil is perceived and what actually happens. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this video, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to see or any improvements I can make. Alright guys, the first thing I want to show you is how accurate this gun really is. So I'm just tapping at a moderate pace here, dead center. I'm not trying to control the recoil, I'm just letting the recoil bring the reticle right back to center. And as you can see, all the shots are stacked right on top of each other right in the center, so you don't have to control it if you're tapping at a moderate pace. And then I'm going to give you another example here on the head. So this is firing a little faster here, not much. I think these are all reasonable rates to fire at like mid to long distances. As you can see, perfectly stacked, no shots are off. So that shows you, there's a lot of perceived left and right recoil, but this thing is very accurate and puts the bullets right back on your reticle once you've actually let it settle. And then there is a faster, almost like a spray. You can see pure left and right movement of the reticle, and then the bullets start going left and right, which, if you're close, that's not going to matter. Those all hit somebody in their body, but at longer distances you'll miss. Now here's me shooting at what I would consider a mid distance at a little faster pace and actually trying to control the recoil. So I'll try and just feel the left and right and counter that. And I think I only have one shot off on this, so those are all great body shots. So you can see it's pretty controllable at mid distances, and you can be pretty accurate shooting very quickly. Alright, next I want to talk about aiming at the head and bullet drop. For the most part, I find that I just need to aim right at their face or at their forehead, so part of my reticle is off of their head. Unless they're pretty far, I'll aim, I'd say right above their head, full reticle above it, but I never have to aim more than let's say a full spacing of a reticle above. And then for body shots here, right on, or you may be aiming at their face, and if you aim at their face and you end up hitting their body, you get a body shot, then you know that you need to raise your reticle, so it's super easy to counter. Now on to strafing. When I'm strafing left like this, I tend to feel like I have to lead on the right side of their face, or if I'm strafing right, I'll tend to lead on the left side or to the side that they're moving. For me, this just seems to get better headshots for me. If I'm aiming at the center and strafing left like this, I tend to feel like I miss to the left, and then when I'm aiming dead center and I'm strafing to the right, I feel like I tend to miss to the right, and that could be due to lag, maybe just a delay in my reaction time, or a combination of all three, delay in my reaction time, lag, and them moving. So play around with this. The AR is super friendly for strafing because its recoil is left and right, so if you're slightly off to the left and you're missing, I guarantee you in the next shot or two you'll hit, because the recoil will cause your shots to move left and right. As you see here, the recoil is causing my shots to miss left and right on the head, but if the guy's moving either way, eventually, out of 2, 3, 4 shots, one of those shots will connect. Alright, I want to expand upon bullet drop a little bit just so you guys can really see. So as you see here, I'm shooting right at this tree. I consider this the beginning of a long range shot. The bullet really had no drop. When you're shooting at this next tree, there's a little bit of drop. It's just under. That's where I would aim, right above somebody's head. And once you start shooting at these farther distances, then you can really see the bullet dropping. It drops a full reticle and a half, maybe 2 reticles sometimes. these shots aren't shots that I would recommend for new players to take a lot, because you're going to be exposing yourself to somebody that may not know you're there. So if somebody is, let's say they're hiding behind that tree, they don't know you're there, and you feel like you can confidently adjust the bullet drop and hit that shot, I would say go for it, especially if they just got in a fight and they're healing. They may only need 1 or 2 shots to die. I find I can get a lot of kills this way if I'm running into a battle and I see somebody healing behind a tree and they're crouching. But if you're just learning the bullet drop and you're going to take a far shot like this, you may end up missing. And if that person's really good and they spot you, especially if you're out in the middle of a field somewhere, they're most likely going to get behind that tree, heal up, and then return fire and kill you before you can get behind cover. So, you know, just be careful with these really long shots. The bullet drop is insane. Sometimes, as you can see here, you can't even see the bullet drop on the tree, but if you bring down the reticle, we can see it on the dirt there. So, you know, long distance shots like this, until you really feel comfortable with it, I'd say don't take these. Get yourself a little closer, get behind one of these closer trees, get some good cover, and then take a couple of shots and make sure you're adjusting really quickly. If you see some impact on the dirt above the guy, then you know you need to aim a little lower. Or if you're aiming for the head and you get some body shots, then you know you need to aim a little higher. Next, we have a quick little damage test. So as you see from these 2 shots, each shot does 2 damage. So you can see that the AR doesn't do too much damage to vehicles. Alright guys, so I wanted to leave you with some AR footage here as I go over just some general thoughts and ideas that I have on the AR. So I think the AR is a great weapon for beginners. So if you guys are just starting out, I highly recommend you grab the AR. It's going to be more plentiful in spawns, and you're going to find more ammo into the later rounds on people, so you can keep shooting the AR instead of having to switch the AK at some point. And it's all about consistency and being you know, consistent with your shot, being able to find that weapon and use it over and over, so you can really develop some muscle memory with that weapon. It may be a little different coming from other games, adjusting to that left and right action on the AR, but I think once you guys you know, see how fast you can shoot it without really having the recoil affect your shot, you're going to realize that it's not all that hard to shoot the AR accurately at mid and long distances. And really you should be aiming for the head and getting some solid headshots. You know, as you can see here, I'm crushing a lot of these guys just because I'm going for the headshot. And you know, if you're going to be a good H1Z1 player, get to royalty, try to get to that top 10. The biggest differences between those players and other players is that they consistently hit headshots more. Headshots only take 2 damage with a helmet on or a tactical. So you know, if you guys are constantly going for the body because it's bigger, and you don't realize that headshots take 2 shots to kill, it's night and day once you realize that and you start making that transition over to the head. I remember I used to take body shots, and you know, if somebody's wearing armor, it could take 5-6 shots to kill them, and if you're missing half your shots, you know, then you're shooting 10-15 shots just to take somebody out. But if you go for the head, even if you miss 50% of your shots, it's only going to take 4 shots to kill somebody. So you can see sometimes I'm getting engaged first and I jump turn, or maybe I'm only at 75% HP versus their 100, but when I turn and I shoot for their head and I get those 2 headshots on, I mean, they just die instantly. It's crazy. People will sit there and rage and be like, what the hell? They just don't realize what happened and how they died so fast. And it's awesome when you kill somebody with 2 shots and then you loot them and they have a full, fresh laminated body armor for you to take. So that's another reason. Getting into those later rounds, when you're in the top 10 and 5, you really want to have armor going into those rounds. So if you're always crushing people's laminated armors and you don't have any going into those later rounds, then you're really going to be in a bad spot. Although most good players are going to be going for those headshots, so in the later rounds it may not matter too much. But you want to have every advantage going into every fight, and that's going to be with headshots and having body armor. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up again. I really loved your support in the last couple videos. We've been crushing it. My video's been getting tons of views and ranking real well. So I'd love to continue to make content for you guys, and I really appreciate your support. So like I said, if you could give this a thumbs up, share this with your friends. Let me know in the comments what you think about the video. I tried to do this one a little differently with the range in the beginning and then some gameplay at the end. I'll see you guys next week for our next video. Peace! Look at this motherfucker right here. Take a shit in his britches. Leave a shit stain in them tight britches. This motherfucker don't want none. This motherfucker don't want none. We're gonna make this fool fucking shit in a white britches. Leave a stain. He gonna have to use some bleach to get it out.